welcome. This is Mobvoi, and today at CES 2019, we just released two new watches, the TicWatch E2 as well as the TicWatch S2. So another one of the watches that I'll be talking a little bit more about is the TicWatch C2, which we'll cover a little bit in detail later on. So first and foremost, we have the TicWatch S2, which is powered by Wear OS by Google. So ultimately, the watch embodies a very rugged nature, whereby it's supposed to be extremely durable and able to withstand tough conditions. So generally speaking, we are able to get a military standard 810G rating on this. So that means it's resistant to shock, resistant to pressure, resistant to force, as well as all kinds of stuff in nature, right? So it's extremely durable. So apart from that, it also has a swim-friendly 5 ATM rating, GPS, huge improvement on battery life. It's about 30% increase compared to our previous generation of the TicWatch S. Extremely light at 55 grams. So the material is made out of this thing called a nylon polycarbonate, which allows it to be extremely light while at the same time still durable and strong. So if you look at the design of it, it has numerous engravings on the bezel, which gives it a very classic sports kind of look. So at the back, you have all kinds of sensors. These are the charging ports. You have the gyroscope, the accelerometer, as well as built-in detector for your wrist, gestures for your wrist. So for the watch itself, right now it's in demo mode, but if you just go into it, on a down swipe, you have the different settings. Go through all of them, but it's basically very standard for all Wear OS watches. On the up swipe, you have the notifications, all kinds. On the right swipe, you have the Google Assistant built-in, which is our specialty. We specialize in Google Assistant for almost all of our watches as well as devices. And on the right swipe, you have the Tic Health app. So recently with the Wear OS 2.2 update, we are able to replace the replace the Tic Health app with the Google Fit app, which a lot of our customers has been asking for the longest period of time. And this is something that is a huge improvement for us, and most of our customers love it. So when pressing the button, you're able to go into the apps. And one of the best things about Wear OS is always the Play Store. So within the Play Store, you get thousands and thousands of different apps, and this allows for huge amounts of customization for your smartwatch. Alright, so moving on to the TicWatch E2. So generally speaking, these two watches in terms of its features and hardware is not very different. So same thing as a nylon polycarbonate body, which gives it a nice 5 ATM rating. And on the back, it has the same kind of sensors. It's the charging port, accelerometer, gyrometer, as well as the wrist gesture sensor. So on the watch itself, in terms of the software, it's exactly the same. Swiping kind of gestures for the watch. The main difference is this is a slightly more tailored watch in terms of the sports that it's going after. So for us, we are going after swimmers with this watch, and it has a preloaded swimmers app that allows you to monitor your swimming activities extremely closely. So apart from that, in terms of the hardware, this has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 2100 chipset as well, which is the same as previous generations. But the thing is, that is not going to change in the near future for this watch at least. And overall, this watch also has much more battery life as compared to before. So compared to the E, this has about 30% more battery life. And the same lightweight, the same screen. It's OLED screen, and basically allows customers the same kind of customization as you get from other Wear OS watches. So you get the Pool Swim app, which is a custom app for swimmers, which allows far more in-depth tracking for your workouts in terms of swimming. So this needs some pairing to be done, but generally speaking, at the end of it, you are supposed to get a much more tailor-made workout if you are a swimmer. So right now, as for the terms of the TicWatch E2 as well as the S2, after CES, we'll be launching it on our website first and foremost. It will be available for sale. Further from that, most likely we'll be looking at Amazon and getting on Amazon as soon as we can. I mean, in the future, we'll look at, of course, Best Buy, offline retailers and distributors, but that will take some time in the future, which we're not so sure of. So in terms of the MSRP, we don't have an exact number yet, but it will be below 200 at the start.